Hello, YouTube. She's back. Okay, so today I'm going to make two videos. Okay, the first video is about consultations. Okay, those of you who are serious about getting your life back, who are serious about proving that this is going on and this is happening to you, just give me 1 second. Those of you who are serious about proving that this is going on and this is happening to you, and you need steps to help yourself get out of this program, say hi in the chat box. Okay. I can't see my chat box here. Hold on. Let me just say hi. Okay. So there's two videos. The first video is about a consultation. Okay. My fee is $120 an hour. It's non-negotiable. I'm going to give you serious steps to get your health back and to get your life back, okay? The second step is, and this only applies to America because I don't know how other countries operate. The second step is just for those in America, how this operates and how you can prove some of this. And I've been drilling this into your heads 100 times, what you need to do, okay? How to take the steps to prove that this is happening. Again, I've already done the homework. It cost me a lot of money to do it, but I had to do it because I had to prove that this is not my imagination. I am not crazy. This is really happening to people. And like I said, there's two ways it's happening. One is identity theft. Two, it's insurance fraud. But people need to know, how do you prove these things? Okay? How do you get the right person to do the right kind of audits? And how do you get the right person to do the types of, do the right kind of insurance fraud? Okay, this is just deeper than going into a database. Okay, I just got back one of the reports from the insurance audit that I had done. And that insurance audit found, get this, they had my same first name, my same second name, my same third name, and my surname. How is that even possible? And all four of my names are very distinct, which I won't say here. All four of my names are very distinct. They're regionally from different parts of the world. How does a person have my first, second, and third name and my surname? But the only difference is, so we found the company that's holding one of the insurance claims on me, but these criminals were so astute that they didn't put the insurance claim with my birth date and my social security card. Why? Because I'm still alive. And if you have enough intelligence, you would know that they didn't put it in my social security card and my birth date, because if they successfully killed me, it would have been easy because I've already proven identity theft. Okay, so this is not a conspiracy for me anymore. I've already proven digital identity theft and physical identity theft. Okay, so now I've proven a third element, which is insurance fraud. They have life insurance out on me. But they were astute enough, because they're criminals, not to use my social security number and my birth date. Why? Because I'm still alive. And if I were to go check and I found out that the insurance claim had my social security number and my birth date, it would have been easy for me to stop it. But because they were smart enough, because I know there is no one who has my four names. What's the chances of someone having my four names when my four names are so unique? My first name is all my names are so unique except for my last name. There is no way someone has the same exact first, second, and third name as I do. Okay? There is just no way. So I know, and you know as well as I know, they were astute enough not to put it under my social security, because if I discovered identity theft and I ran a check with the 3 credit bureaus that the insurance would have showed up on there. You see? So if they succeeded in killing me, it would have been as easy for them to go back because they already stole my IDs, and I proved this with audits that my IDs were stolen. It was easy for them, once they succeeded in killing me, it's easy for them to go back to these companies and say, hey, listen, there was a mistake in your database. You put the wrong social security number after they've successfully killed me and they collected on this crazy fake insurance. Oh, look, the social security number is wrong and the birth certificate is wrong. This is the correct birth certificate and this is the correct social security number after they successfully killed me. Guys, you see why I'm doing this? Do you see why I'm doing this? I'm not like the other people that you go listen to and all they tell you is, oh, you know, Jesus, you're in this battle because, you know, you're fighting on behalf of Jesus and you're chosen on behalf of Jesus. Listen, okay, if Jesus was real, he'd get your ass out of this mess. Because what's the point of being a God and people are being burned alive, murdered, and fraudulent insurance policies are being taken out on them, and then when they die or they commit suicide, someone's taking out the insurance and collecting money off of them. This is madness. This is absolute madness. So again, Woody, you're saying that you called the FBI. Okay, Woody, but when you went to the FBI, you have to understand something. When you're working with the FBI, first of all, you have to prove a claim over $1 million. You should not have gone to the FBI. You should have gone to the DOJ. Number 2, I told you guys 1,000,000 times, do not go to federal agencies without proper audits. You don't call these federal agencies and telling them you're being burned. I mean, if you're being burned, I'd be calling the NTIA, who's responsible for these military installations, and I'd be screaming at them, screaming at them at the top of my lungs. But I told you before, if you're going to the FBI, you have to go online. You have to submit a report online, but the FBI usually doesn't investigate anything under $1 million. Number 2, if you don't have expert forensic, they're not going to pay attention to you. I keep telling you guys this. There's a process in which you prove this. And you guys are not listening. There is a process in which you prove this. They will blow you off if you don't follow the steps I'm trying to tell you. And unfortunately, those steps cost money. Okay, those steps, unfortunately, this is the way these criminals design it. Those steps cost money. Okay, because they designed, these criminals do these things, and this is why I stopped calling it targeted individual, because that's not what it is. It's a trafficking program. And they use technology to do it. So when you go to the FBI, and I suggest if you want to go to the FBI, you don't do that. You go online. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean, because you're not going to understand if I just tell you, okay? I have to show you what I'm talking about. When you go to the FBI, okay? Okay, they tell you to contact your local FBI office. If you go to the FBI and you don't fit into any of these criteria, they will blow you off. They will blow you off. So you have to first fit into one of these criteria. Let me show you the criteria in which you fit. Terrorism, violence, okay? violence, terrorist organizations, because these people are in fact terrorists. Okay, this is a frame of reference. National security, suspicious activities. This is the main area that you fall under. This is the main area that you fall under. Why? Let me show you why you fall under this area. Okay? Let me show you why. This came out May 30th, 2018 from who? The FBI. Okay? Look at this. And you know why this was made? Let me tell you why this was made. I reported to the FBI, and I'm so sorry to scream at you. I reported, to the FCC about 100 times telling them my Wi-Fi router was hacked. Do you know what the FCC said to me and the internet company said to me? There is no way. I was reporting it to them for 2 years. 2 years until finally the FBI looked into it, and this is what the FBI said. Why the FBI says rebooting your router can weaken a global malware attack. Now, this is not the actual argument, okay? This is not it. The actual article was that the FBI said that the Wi-Fi routers were hacked. The FBI said the Wi-Fi routers were hacked. For 2 years, I was complaining to the FCC and telling them this, that the Wi-Fi internet service providers told me there's no way that's possible. And I told them, yes, it is. And it took me 2 years until finally the FBI responded. Why would the FBI respond to a Wi-Fi router hack? Because it is in line with the department's objectives. And it poses a national security threat to US citizens. It took me 2 years for them to listen. So this is an area in which you can get the FBI to listen, but you cannot just go to the FBI without digital audits done. They will blow you off. Another one, in terms of financial crime that involves fraud. Now, this deals usually with white-collar crime, but it also deals with insurance fraud. This is an area where the FBI would listen. But you cannot just go with the FBI, go to the FBI on an assumption. You have to go there with forensic evidence. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing me? You have to go there with evidence. You have to go there with expert evidence. Another area is fraud. Look at this. Fraud in the healthcare industry. Life insurance fraud, which I just discovered. That not only did they put a fake police record on my record, not only did they steal my identity and traffic, buy and sell my government IDs on the dark web, now they have a life insurance policy taken out on me. Is this making sense to anyone? Are you guys there? Are you guys listening? I'm following you in the chat room. Is anyone there? Anyone listening? Okay, I'm not going to continue speaking until I see someone post a note. Okay, good. Okay, so these are the areas of activity that the FBI investigates. But before you go to the FBI, there's something called tips. Okay, if you're dealing with the FBI with something like a tip, you don't necessarily need expert reports. But if you're going to the FBI with something like that, like this program, you cannot go to them without evidence. And how do I know this? I know this because I went to police departments and they said to me, listen, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't go to a police department without proof. They are going to say you're nuts. Go there with hard facts, evidence, expert witness, expert testimony. Then they have a duty to investigate. This is why I keep telling you guys, all these people that are telling you just go there, go there. Okay, I don't understand this. I don't understand what you're saying. I have text messages that say I'm seeking legal help, so beware. And me asking her, that's not enough evidence, my dear. That's not enough evidence to say that something suspicious is going out. There's something called tying things out. Tying things out. You have to have hard evidence. Let me tell you what hard evidence is. A fraudulent person committing a crime, pretending to be me inside of a courtroom, and this goes on my rap sheet when I've never been on the inside of a courtroom. That's hard evidence. Digital forensics that says that my government IDs are being bought and sold on the dark web. That is expert information. Okay, one of the three major credit report agencies saying that my internet was hacked and that my information is being bought and sold on the dark web. This is expert testimony. It's from a reputable agency, one of the three credit reporting bureaus. It's from Data Digital Investigations. Expert testimony who has a history of doing these things and a history of testifying in court cases. That's expert testimony. So text messages, they're not going to listen to that. Okay, let me tell you something you can in fact do. You see where this is? You can in fact pull out an FOIA. And you can do an FOIA on yourself to request your FBI records. This is something that you should do. And anyone who's telling you anything about being a TTI, this is something that they should be telling you to do. Okay? All right? So these are things that you knew. Okay? Okay, Woody, I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying that you can't get a contract. I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. What I'm trying to show you is this, and I'm not going to make this video long because I'm going to make another video about something else, not about this program, but about something else. But I wanted to do this video again to tell you that anyone who is claiming to help you in this community and they're not steering you in a direction, okay, of getting your medical evidence, getting your medical records, getting digital forensics done, getting your life insurance audit done, pulling your criminal record or your rap sheet from your state to make sure that your rap sheet is clear, because usually doing a dark web scan to make sure you're not hacked and your identification hasn't been stolen. Anyone who is not telling you to do these things, not telling you to detox, not telling you how to holistically care for your body, is not helping you. Anyone who is not leading you in this direction or in these directions are not helping you. Okay? To get the life insurance audit, you have to do a consultation with me. If you want a consultation done, it's $120 to do the consultation. Because this information, to help me get it, it costs me money, and I'm not giving out this information for free, because that's not the way it works. It's $120 for a consultation. I tell you exactly what you need to do, who you need to contact, and how you need to go about it. Okay? And I'm not doing that here. Okay? So I just got back my insurance audit, and they found that there's life insurance policies taken out with my exact same name, but different social security number, life insurance now. Life insurance, different social security number, and different birth certificate. Okay? And what is this program about? This program is designed to drive the person insane, ostracize them from society. They use slander campaigns to lie on the individual. They use slander campaigns to lie on the individual to isolate them from the community. Meanwhile, they're taking out life insurance on the person to have the person murdered. Then they murder them using these military-grade weapons, and then they sit back and they collect the life insurance. And then depending on the type of life insurance that they take out, I'm going to show you the two types of life insurance that they take out. The first one is called COLI insurance. Okay, and I'm going to close out this video because I'm going to do okay, Lai said code you 5150. Exactly. Part of the 5150, which is the section you, that is to get you on record. Because remember, it's the US, so all these databases are linked. Once they claim that you are 5150 and section, you become a ward of the state, meaning that you do not have the autonomy to control your life. And they can do anything to you, including disappear you, once they succeed in 5150ing you or sectioning you. And make no mistake, part of this is for life insurance. Okay? Life insurance. And there are life insurance, and I'll explain to you how the 5150 sectioning you and how the life insurance works with that. Let's look at the COLI insurance, or the dead peasants insurance. And I'm going to make this video quick because I'm going to make another video that has nothing to do with this topic. It's called corporate owned life insurance or dead peasants insurance. Why am I telling you guys these things? I'm telling you these things because there are a lot of people who are claiming to help TIs out there, and they do not help them. They are there to derail you. Okay? COLI life insurance is life insurance on employees' lives that is owned by the employer, with benefits, look at this, payable to either the employer or directly to the employees' families. But here's what I'm going to say. Most COLI insurance does not pay the family. It's usually done in secret and the family doesn't know. So when the person dies, okay, the benefits get paid out to the employer. Most coal line insurance do not pay out the families. That's one kind of insurance. The other kind of insurance is stole-lie insurance, which is what most of you are under, which is worse than the coal line insurance, because this insurance is a stranger or originated life insurance, meaning a stranger took out the insurance on someone. Generally means any act, practice, or arrangement at or prior to policy issuance to initiate or facilitate the issuance of life insurance policy for the intended benefit of a person who, at the time of policy origination, does not have an insurable interest in the life of the insured, that is you, under the laws applicable to the state. Let me break that down to you. A stranger takes out an insurance policy on you, as an example, and you don't have a goddamn clue. Okay? You don't have a clue. Look at this. A stole-lie transaction, and that's a great name, stole-lie, as in stolen, transaction may require, it doesn't guarantee it, it says may, require the cooperation of the insured, that's you. For example, allowing access to the insured's medical records. Why do you guys think I tell you, pull your records? Because it's tied to your medical records. It is tied to identity theft. It is tied to insurance fraud. It is tied to the dark web. Why do I tell you, go to the headquarters, your police headquarters in your state and pull your rap sheet? Because I guarantee you, many of you have a fraudulent record on your rap sheet. The policy owner, who is not you, by the way, because it's stranger owned, the policy owner, that is the stranger, may be paid a fee for taking out the policy. Oh, look. Look at some of these names. Zero premium life insurance, meaning that they don't pay premiums. Estate maximization plan. Let's say there's an estate attached. Some of you had your family members leave you money, leave you estates. Figure it out. No cost to the insured plans, meaning it's no cost, you're not paying a premium. New issue life settlements, high net worth settlements. Listen to this, high net worth settlements. And the scary thing about stole-lie insurance is you would never know. You would never know this is taken out on you unless you get an audit done. Okay? You will never know. So let's look at my timeline. And I've always been public and vocal because I have to prove my innocence. Because it's so easy when they start slandering you and they make up names to call you. People don't do their due diligence and say, why are they lying on this person? No, they just automatically believe, oh my God, this person is this because this group of people said so, especially when the person doing it has a police badge or works with the state. Meanwhile, the person could be a utter crook, and they're like, oh my God, we have secret information that this person is a crook. Meanwhile, the person's like, no, it's not true. Why am I publicly disclose these things to you when I find these things out that they've done to me? Because I have a duty to prove my innocence. I have to prove to the public because they lied to the public about me. So I have to prove to the public these things. I've proven it's not me. Whoever been on the inside of a courtroom that they tried, I have the paperwork. I have proven through my medical records that I have implants. Okay, because my medical record says we found metal objects in patient's body. I have proven that my government IDs are being bought and sold on the dark web. I have proven that I have been hacked and my information has been bought and sold on the dark web. And now I have proven using, these are all expert proofs. I have proven that I have radio frequencies higher than the human body's frequencies emitted from my body. And when they tied out the bandwidth, it was in the military M-band frequency. Now, why would my body emit radiation from the military M-band frequency? Okay. I have proven that my work was stolen. Now it's 18 years ago, and this is the reason why this happened. Why did I have to prove these things? I had to prove these things because they were publicly slandering me. And they were doing it to ostracize me, get me either Section 5150, and they were doing all of this to collect monies. This is why you are not a TI. Let me rephrase this language. You are not a TI. You are not targeted. You are trafficked. Speak the proper language. Like we had the discussion about language. The last time you spoke, church hurt. I said, no, that is not the proper language. It is church abuse. You were abused. You are not being targeted. You are being trafficked to either A, end up in a mental institution, B, to commit suicide, or C, to be murdered, set up and murdered so they can collect the money they A, made off of you, or B, the insurance claim that they put out. No, it is not. Lai said, is it too late if you have a false diagnosis already? No, doctors make false diagnoses all the time. That is why you get a second and third opinion. Doctors make false diagnoses all the time. This is why you get a second and third opinion. I have the records from Weill Cornell Kidnapping Medical Institute when they tried to kidnap me. Then when they let me go because they realized this woman is A, not crazy, and B, she worked for the UN, oh, hell no. I heard the head psychiatrist say, get her out of here. She's going to get us into trouble. Then when she said to me, we're going to discharge you, do you know what she said to me? She said, the condition we're going to discharge you on is that I needed to see a psychiatrist because they stole my work 15 years ago. She said 10 years, when in actuality it was 15 years. She said, I'm letting you out with the condition that you see a psychiatrist for your stolen work 10 years ago. So I'm like, you stole my work, did all this shit to me, and I need to see a psychiatrist? All of this goes back to my work that they stole. Now it's 18 years. Can you see what? Okay, you want to see proof of this? No, I'm not going to show you that. No, I'm not going to show you that. What you have to do is I'm not showing you my private documents. For what? But what you have to do, oh, I can show you the military M-band frequency if you need that. Hold on. Let me show you that on here. But my private documents, I'm not showing that to you. I already went through identity theft. I'm not going to show that to you on here, but I can show you this. It's called NTIA frequency allocation table. Okay, and this is it. I hope you see. Can you see this? Okay, this is the frequency allocation table for telecommunications. The NTIA is the military. Hold on. Okay, let's look. Not this one. Let's go for the other one. They control the military aspect of this, right? I think it's this one. Ah, here we go. Okay, so the M band is, hold on. Shit, I have to find the hertz. And it's in the M band. Can you see it? Yeah, but I can't show you. I can show you this frequency allocation table, but I can't show you my personal documents. You understand? And you need to understand that. Okay, so this is the frequency allocation table, and the M band is in here somewhere. Hold on. I think it's hold on. It's up to, it's one of these let's see. I think it's hold on. Because I have the kilohertz and the megahertz of what's coming off of my body. Okay, so it gives you the amount and then you tie it out to which one of these. So you see here you have broadcasting, which is AM radio. When they do the scans on your body, okay, when they do the scans on your body, they will give you a frequency number. You see here you have kilohertz. Hold on. You see you have megahertz, you have kilohertz, megahertz, gigahertz, okay? They will give you the number of gigahertz or megahertz or kilohertz. When they give you the number, they're going to go back to this spectrum, this frequency allocation. Hold on. United States frequency allocations, the radio spectrum. And then they're going to tie it out, the number to one of these. For example, okay, let's look at this. Let's say that they scan your body and they find that your body hypothetically is emitting 300 kilohertz. Okay? JD, I said it before, in order to get this information, you have to do a consultation. I am not saying that over the internet. Let's say you fall into the 300 kilohertz range. Okay? This is hypothetical. This is if it's military. We see that the aeronautical radio navigation, their spectrum, their radio spectrum falls in the 300 kilohertz range. So this tells you that it's coming from either maritime or aeronautical. Let's say it falls under 325, then it's going to be 1, 2, or 3. Let's say it falls in 405, it's going to be 1 or 2, etc., etc. This one is the broadcasting AM radio range. Up here, down here is different. We see mobile, we see maritime mobile. Okay, we see amateur radio here, that's 3.5 megahertz. Then we go down, we see 30 megahertz. These are television stations. This is how they would tie these things back. Then they would do another audit with the FCC. So let's say they find you at 54, between 54 and 72. Okay, we see here, they're going to tie this out and say, okay, this is broadcasting television channels. Then they're going to go to the FCC and figure out what television channels are broadcasting on that frequency, and they're able to map out what television stations is literally monitoring you. Then they submit these things to the FCC, and the FCC has to issue them a warning and tell them, get the hell off and stop doing this. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do for you for free. And here, because this is something you need to know anyway, but you're still going to need proper audits done. Okay, you're going to go download this app to your phone. And I'm going to make this quick. Okay, so you're going to go to Google Play. And you're going to download this app. You're going to install this app. You're going to enable this app. What this app does, you're going to enable it and turn it on. Okay? What this app does is that this app detects the IMSI catchers. The IMSI catchers, or the fake cell towers or stingrays. There are two groups who use IMSI catchers. One is the police, two is criminals. Okay, I'm not sure if they have it for an iPhone. They might have, who knows? Let me see. Let me check. These researchers are full of shit, but okay. You have to research. You have to research because I don't see any here for iPhones. Okay? Okay, guys. You gotta follow me here. You gotta follow me. Okay? You're gonna download this app on your phone. You're going to enable this app. You're gonna give it about a week. In about a week, it's going to start ding, 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 dinging. It's going to give you a warning, either in green or in red. Once it's enabled, it's green. Once it picks up an IMSI catcher or a fake cell tower that's trying to hack into your phone and reroute your information, this is why I call this technological trafficking. You see how much technology plays a role in stalking you and harassing you and monitoring you? This is why. Once it dings red, follow me here. Once it dings red, what you're going to do is you're going to blacklist. Now, it should say at the bottom, blacklist. You're going to blacklist it. Okay, let's move on. To check your blacklists, you're going to open up settings on the app. You're going to scroll down to list of blacklisted networks. You're going to open up list of blacklisted networks. And this is what you're going to go for, okay? This is what you're going to look at. Look at this. Look at this. So this is a list of networks found, okay? Once you do that, you got to give it about a week or 2 weeks, maybe a little while longer. You're going to go to Cell ID Finder, cellidfinder.com. And I'm going to show you I'm going to show you live one of the networks on my phone. Okay? I'm going to show you one of the networks and the country on my phone. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Okay? This is the screen that's going to come up. Now, when you go into the blacklisted phones, okay? Hold on one second. When you go into the blacklisted network, you're going to be asked to look for the MCC and the MNC. Let's look at this, okay? On this part here, we see one of the networks. We see MCC, MNC. Now I'm going to do it from one of them that I caught on my phone. The MCC and the MNC are together as 6 numbers. The MCC is the first 3 numbers. The MNC is the last 3 numbers. Okay, next we're going to look for the LAC. The LAC only requires 2 numbers, right? And then we're going to next look for the CID. The CID is 4 numbers. Okay, are you following me? Then we're going to hit search. Look at this. It pulls up a search in Bogota. Bogota is where? Colombia. You're going to zoom out. And we see that the country is Colombia. We're going to zoom in. And we see it's Avenida 17th Street. Okay? So what does that tell you? I'm going to do another one. Let me do another one and show you. Okay. So we see the MCC is the same, the MNC is the same, the LAC is 52, and the CID is 2072. Let's see where that brings us up. Okay, this is Saudi Arabia. You see Riyadh? That's Saudi Arabia. See? Saudi Arabia. Are you following? I hope that helps. Okay? So that's basically what I wanted to talk to you about. No, I'm not in Colombia. I'm in the United States. If you download it, that's another thing. There is an app for that. Hold on, let me hold on. Find you see this? Fake apps. Look at this. Look at this. Fake Android apps used for targeted surveillance found in Google Play. Do you see why you're not crazy? But you can't just go to the FBI with this. You need audits. Okay? Yep. Yes, Emmy, that's what I was trying to show. It's called MZ Catchers. Yes, I have. MZ Catchers. Okay? We're going to look up MZ Catchers really quickly. MZ. Okay? There are fake apps that are used to target people. There are fake apps that are used to target people. Security researchers or experts in digital security have found two separate instances. Look at this. Remember, I just pulled up Saudi Arabia. Listen to what the article said. Have found two separate instances of hackers using Android apps to conduct highly targeted surveillance in the Middle East. The apps were built from two separate families of surveillance-focused malware. You are not crazy, but you cannot just take an article like this to the FBI. You have to tie out to them where this is coming from. And to do that, you need digital forensics. And if you can't afford digital forensics, my advice to you is to get a group of you together and say, look, you speak to digital and I'll give you the advice during a consultation, because digital forensics is not cheap. The FBI is not going to help unless you have proof. Who you should be going to when you have your evidence is the DOJ. That's who you should be going to and opening up a case with the DOJ. But I will advise you when you do a consultation. I'm not giving you that information here. The apps are built from two separate families of surveillance-focused malware, both targeting around 1,000 unsuspecting users. The so-called Viper Rat malware was incorporated into two apps, and it has previously targeted, look at the word, the IDF. Another app takes two malware types, Desert Scorpion and Frozen Cell, to spy on targets in Palestine. Now, this is just, they're using these to spy on, but the point is, to answer your question, there are fake apps that get downloaded into your phone. And there's an app hold on. There's an app that lets you find fake apps. Okay? ME, I'm going to say this again. You are desperate for help and you're not listening to what I'm saying to you. You have to get your evidence. You have to build your evidence. You have to get substantial evidence. The FBI is for you to submit a report. The FBI is not there to investigate this type of crime. The agency that's responsible for investigating these types of crimes is the DOJ. I'm going to say that again. It's the DOJ, not the FBI. Okay? Okay. Okay, there is an app that you can download that will help you find the fake apps. Okay? Hold on. Fake app detector. Detection. You see, fake apps can steal your information. Department of do your homework. I'm not going to baby you and tell you everything. Go to Google, type in DOJ, and look up what it means, and look up the scope of what they do. Look up the scope of what the DOJ does. Okay? You got to be proactive in helping yourself. You got to be proactive in helping yourself. Okay? Okay, look at this. Malicious apps. And a lot of you are being assaulted because these apps do in fact have directed energy weapons coming off of them. Okay? Now, it's not overnight. You're not going to get all your investigations done overnight. It takes time for you to build your records. It takes time for you to get all the different types of audits you need. It takes time for you to gather all the information. It takes time for you to do this. And then you have to submit this to the DOJ. The DOJ will open an investigation. And it's even better if multiple people do their homework at once, get the proof at once. Yes, I am saying JDW2. Yes, that is what I am saying. Yes. Some of the assaults are coming off of the apps on your cell phones. Some of it are coming directly off of your Wi-Fi. Some of it is coming directly off of your electrical circuits. Yes, that is what I'm saying. This is why you need audits done. Okay? So my advice to you is if you have a group of TIs so that you can stymie some of this cost, you can get together and you can begin to get the more expensive audits done together. It might be cheaper that way, I don't know. But it might be cheaper that way. You can negotiate, try. But no one said the audits are cheap, but it takes a period of time to get it done. And they're not, some of these audits are not cheap. And the reason why it's not cheap is because you're dealing with fucking criminals. They're not going to make this shit easy for you to prove. Yes, that's, I don't know, I can't explain to you, Emmy, why others can't feel it, but this is the way it works. Okay, so again, I hope that helped. Okay, and those of you who have not, you need to do an FOI and pull your FBI records. Okay, if you are a codependent and you have codependencies and you need someone to help you do everything for you, I can't help you. Okay, also, when you contact me, I will give you directions on how to get the assaults down. Okay, that's the first thing I'll do. When we do a consultation, I will help you to get the assaults down. if you can get, but you gotta do it. If you don't do it, I can't help you. Okay? All right. So I hope that helped. Okay, guys. So I hope that helped. Okay. Amar, see my older videos. I sell an herbal detox bath. You can purchase that. The full kit is $60 for the full kit. But if you have these devices in your body, that's something that you have to consult me for. You have to do a consultation, and I will help you in that direction. I am not going to talk about this publicly. Okay, so we do a consultation, and I will steer you in the direction you should go. Okay, so that you can get control of your body. Okay, when it comes to proving this, it is not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of footwork, but you have to be willing to do it to see the results. Okay, the basis of this is identity theft. That's the first thing. After they steal your identity, they commit, even if it's petty crimes, they commit crimes with your information. Once they commit a crime with your information, you will not know about it. That is to get you on record with the police. And many of you, the police are involved in your targeting. Why? Because some really think you're a criminal, not realizing it's identity theft criminals who are doing this. The first phase is to steal your identity. The second phase is to get you a criminal record. This is why I said 1,000,000 times, TTIs, get your rap sheet. How many of you listened to me and went to get your rap sheet? How many of you? No, JD, I am not. No. And I'm not changing my mind. No. A, this information is not cheap. B, this information is not free. I told you, whatever information that I have that is free, I will freely share it with you. Whatever information that is costly, I cannot give that information for free. It doesn't work like that, number one. Number two, there are a lot of perps. I had one crazy person send me a message here telling me, oh, they had the same story, and literally within 5 minutes, slander me. I'm not doing that. Okay? Didn't you, Winifred, you didn't see my video on how to get your rap sheet? Okay, I made a free video on how to get a rap sheet. I also made a video on how to, what is this thing called? Because I knew insurance fraud and I knew health insurance fraud was involved. Hold on. It's called, hold on, I just have to go to my Patreon page. Okay, let me just pull this here. Okay, hold on. Hold on. A revocation of power of attorney. If you go to my Patreon page, okay, this is why on my Patreon page, I outlined why it's important for TTIs to have a revocation of power of attorney. Okay? Changing Lives, to answer your question, the FOIA is to pull any record, and you can submit an FOIA for any agency to find out what, for example, if you're doing it with the FBI, if the FBI has a record on you. Okay? Now, to go back to the previous question, how to get your rap sheet. Let's just look at that right now, because I made a video on it. Okay? Okay. Okay, this is for New York. If you're not in New York, you have to find out how to do it in your own state. I am not going to research this and do it for you. You need to find out how to do it in your own state, and it's simple as you Googling it for your state. Why is a rap sheet important if you are TTI? The first phase is them stealing your identity. The second phase is them committing crimes. Why do they commit crimes? Because once you have a record on your rap sheet, you are in the criminal justice system. In the criminal justice system, there are numbers assigned to your name. And this is the United States. They will monitor you even if the case is sealed. Even if, let's say, hypothetically, you went to jail and you served your time, they will still monitor you. The first phase is identity theft. The second phase is to get you in trouble with the law so that you have a record, because there are numbers, about 3 of them, that's on your rap sheet. The third phase is if, let's say, hypothetically, they didn't get you in prison, the third phase is to get you sectioned 5150. Okay? Why? Because if they didn't successfully get you locked up, they will try to get you labeled a nut. When you get labeled a nut, you become a ward of the state. What does that mean? It means that the state is now legally your power of attorney. What does that mean? The state now has the legal right to make decisions in 3 areas. Power of attorneys allow a person to make decisions over a person in 3 areas of their lives. The first area is all matters that deals with your life. The second is all your financial matters. And the third is medical. When they successfully lock you up as a nut, the state can make the decision over your life, over your finances, and over your medical decisions. This is why you need to see this video that is on my Patreon. Okay? Okay. How do you get a copy of, oh, let me tell you, after they try to get you labeled a nut, which I know most of you have already been there, if that doesn't work, the third phase is slowly murder the person or torture the person to the point where they commit suicide. What is the end goal of these 3 phases? Getting you in prison, labeling you a nut, or having you commit suicide, or outright killing you. Insurance, 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 and insurance. Okay? Okay. What is a rap sheet? How do I get a copy of my rap sheet? There are a few ways you can get a copy of your rap sheet. The easiest way to get your rap sheet is to contact a defense attorney. Most of you don't have that. If you were arrested a long time ago. Most of you have never been arrested. Most of you have never been arrested, but I can guarantee you 90% of you have some criminal record that you don't know about on your rap sheet, which gives the state, the criminal justice system, the authority to monitor you. This is the United States now. This is not a third world country. Once you are in that criminal justice system, they legally have a right to monitor you. Okay, to get a current copy of your rap sheet, you need to send a request to your state division of criminal justice services. So example, for New York State, it is New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services, also known as DCJS. DCJS is the government agency that creates and maintains the New York State rap sheets. Now, it is not enough for you to just get your rap sheet. You need someone to interpret what's on there. Because I pulled mine, and to my utter shock and horror, I was allegedly arrested. And how did I find out? An immigration interview. I'm standing there looking like a complete idiot in immigration, and of course they denied me citizenship. And I'm like, I've never been arrested. They're like, well, the FBI said you were. I'm like, what? And they said, oh, by the way, the FBI said it's your fingerprints and your picture. Then when I get back the rap sheet, it says we have no picture and your fingerprints did not determine that this was you. I mean, I showed this to a criminal lawyer. The criminal lawyer said to me, listen, I have tried cases in the courts. I have never heard anything this crazy in my entire life. I said, you? How do I feel? Okay. I'm like, I asked the criminal, he said, listen, I have been in the courts with criminal cases. Never in my entire life have I heard anything as crazy as this. I said, how do you think I feel? Okay. So let's finish the rap sheet and I'll answer the questions. This was supposed to be a short video, guys. Short video. Okay. So when you get your rap sheet, you need someone to interpret what's on there, because if you've never been through the justice system, the criminal justice system like I have, I looked at it and I was like, what the hell does this mean? Okay. Oh, what I got was I got this organization in New York, and they helped me to get the rap sheet so I didn't have to pay for it, and they interpreted it. But it's not enough. I still have to go back. I can't go into all the details here. Guys, you got to remember, I can't go into all the details here. But I needed to get someone, and you have free organizations, okay, that will help you get your rap sheet where you don't have to pay, okay? Not only that, they will help you interpret, because if you've never been in the system, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to interpret what's on there. I was stumped. I was like, what the hell is this? So I had to have professionals interpret what it meant. Okay? You need someone, you don't just pull it. You need someone who is versed in criminal law and understands rap sheets to be able to interpret what is on there. Okay? So you can probably get a public defender to do it, and there are free organizations that can help you do it. Okay? Let's see. Let me look up and see if I can find a free organization. What if I can't afford the fee to get my rap sheet? If you cannot afford the fee, you can ask for it to be waived. To get the fee waived, you need to send DCJS proof that you cannot afford to pay it. Your best bet is to have an organization do it for you. Okay? Let's see if we can rap sheet assistance. Okay, let's see here. This is for New York. Okay, look. So if you're in New York, I don't know about other states. This is for New York. There's Community Service Society, that's in Manhattan. There's the Legal Action Center, that's in Manhattan. There's the Bronx Defenders. They can help you get your rap sheet for free. If you're outside of New York State, you have to research this. They will also help to interpret if there are errors in your criminal record, okay? Because that's what you're going to look for. Even if it says it's sealed, don't just say, oh, it's sealed and it's not going to affect me. Bullshit. 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 I'm telling you. Bullshit. Even if it's sealed, even if you find a court case on there, it's not you and it said it's sealed, okay? It can still affect you, especially if a police officer thinks you're a crook. Okay? This is why I always say to you, how many of you listened when I told you 2-3 months ago, pull your records? How many of you did the groundwork and did this? How many? How many honestly can say, I went, I took your advice and I did it? Not very many of you. Not very many of you. This is why I tell you guys, I am not here to babysit. I am here to give you solid advice. If you want to listen to these people out here telling you, oh, Jesus has you on a mission, and, you know, God has you on a mission. That's the reason why you're going through this. Whatever. Then follow them. But what I do is I give you solid, grounded, structural things to do to help you regain your life and to help you clear your name. Because I know what it's like for people to lie and slander you, and you're left standing with the wind blowing and no underwear on and no way to defend yourself. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. Regarding the insurance companies, you would have to open an insurance, claim and have them investigated, but do not open it over the phone. Open it online. But that is the kind of information that you will get if you set up an appointment for consultation. Okay? I hope that helps you. This is my Patreon page. I hope these things help you. Okay? These things are designed to help you. These videos are all designed to help you. Okay? Okay. Okay, guys. So I intended this video to be short. And as usual, my videos are never short. They end up being really long, but that's okay. Is there any question you want to ask me before I get off? Because I'm going to get back on and I'm going to make another video. My other video has nothing to do with any of this. Nothing to do with any of this program and any of this stuff. This video is designed for, this video that I'm going to do has nothing to do with any of this. Whenever you are very welcome. You have to understand. Are there any questions before I go? Because I won't be answering TTI questions in the next video that I'm doing. The next video has nothing to do with TTIs, okay? Yes, ME. Put the work into play. Put the work into play. You know, if I were selling you guys a bullshit product for $10,000, you know, you guys would save up the money and you guys, come on, this is serious psychology here. If I was selling you something for $10,000, right? And I was a crook, you know, and I said, oh, I can help you. You know, you guys would save up the money to buy the $10,000 crooked product that doesn't work. But you know, if I'm telling you something that is grounded in logic and reason, many of you are going to listen, but you don't put it into play. And I've noticed that about people. If I were a crook selling you nonsense, you'd listen and you'd find the money to do it. But if I'm giving you solid, grounded things to do, it's like there's a disconnect where it's just like, this is too good to be true. You know? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right? So in order to get your strength back, ME, again, there are steps. Detox your body, remineralize your body. Detox your body, because when you have Morgellons, you have these nanotech, and you have these implants, they attract parasites, and parasites feed off of the nutrients of the host. This is why you're always exhausted. And this is why I always stress to you guys, detox, 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 and re-mineralize and re-nourish your body. Okay? Okay, Winifred, to do a consultation, just email me. Okay, and in the subject, right? So you email me if you want to do a consultation. It's $120. It's not negotiable. Also take into considerations that some of you live outside of the United States and I don't know your country's laws. So you're going to have to take the information and kind of like, you know, navigate it for your country, okay? Because it's different. Okay, you're going to have to do your research to find out what's the associate agency in your country that handles this. What's the associate agency in your country that handles this? You're going to have to do that, and then you translate the information there. Okay? All right, guys, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a lot of these devices that don't work. Okay? You don't. You have to detox. You have to remineralize your body, and you have to get the right type of technology to help you. Okay, especially when it comes to the AI chatterbox. There's an AI chatterbox that you deal with, and I did a video on that, how to get out of the program. And that video is specifically for the AI. It doesn't deal with people, but these devils masquerading as humans use the AI chatterbox. Okay, so there's specific things you have to do for that AI chatterbox, and I'm working on that right now. And once I get that cleared, I'll let you guys know what you need to do, okay? No one needs to go through this. But when you're being burned and assaulted, there are things you can do, like detoxing and remineralizing your body and changing your diet, and it will substantially decrease a lot of the assaults. But the AI is really hooked up to these people who masquerade as human beings. Anyway. Okay, so in the consultation, Winifred, if you want to do the detox, it's $60 for the full package. If you want to do that, when you send me the email, the consultation is $120, the detox package is $60. Just put that you want 2 of them in an email, and then I'll be able to properly help you, okay? So I hope that helps. The most important thing is getting your health back, your mind back, your body back. If I can do it, so can you. It takes time, but you can correct it. You have to stick to it. You have to do the things I tell you to do. You have to follow through, okay? Do these things. You can get it back. But for the AI chatter, that requires something stronger. Can't talk about it now, but I'll tell you later, okay? All right, guys. So that was this video. I was hoping that the video would have been shorter, but it's not, okay? In about 5 minutes, I'm going to go live and I'm going to do another video. And this video is a little bit different. It has nothing to do with this program. It has to do with just in economic injustice. Okay? It has to do with how economic injustice and economic justice, and what we can do to regain some sort of economic justice. Okay, so guys, thank you for following me. I hope this video helps. Okay, share this video everywhere. Share it everywhere. Okay, this is proof for me. And I'm not going to lie to you because I have no interest in lying to you. Guys, I'm not going to rip you off for 60 bucks. Okay, seriously. All right. I will do my best to try to help you because I know what it feels like to go through this shit. This is a nightmare. I am just getting back control of my left eye. They took over my left eye since 2011, and I could not control this left eye. And I'm just beginning to get back to like 90%, but my vision, which used to be 20/20, deteriorated. Now I'm getting back my full vision. Okay. Guys, I know what it's like to go through this program. I know what it feels like. I know when people don't believe you. I know when the doctors know what's happening to you, but some police officer told them to label you crazy because the police officers are being paid to do this to you. I know what it's like. So I'm going to help those who help themselves. If you're looking for a babysitter in me, that's not going to happen. If you're looking for me to to agree with you on everything, that's not going to happen. If you're looking for someone who's going to tell you fairy tales, that's not going to happen. Okay, but for those who want to help themselves and regain some sort of life, I will work with you to try to get it done. Okay, I will try to get it done. Okay, so that you can be assured of. If you turn out to be a perp, because I had someone email me, send me a message, says to me, oh, I had a similar story, and then turn around and slander me. And I'm like, is this person crazy? I'll cut you off with 2 seconds and tell you go about your way. I don't have time for this shit. Okay? This program is real. It's happening to people. No human being should have to go through this. Okay? None. This is 20, and this is why I believe that the prison of the future is not going to be physical. I strongly believe the prison system of the future is not going to be physical. It's going to be technological prison. I strongly believe that, because why else would they do shit like this? Okay. Whenever I don't understand that language. Okay. If you want. Okay. Whenever, what is AI chatter? AI chatter is when they put the biomedical implants. It could be a MEMS implant, which is military implant. It could be bionics, which makes the person into a robot. It could be RFID tracking. It could be oh shit, what's the other ones? It's called what the damn implants? It's there's so many of them. It could be nanotech. It could be I forgot the name of these damn implants. Anyway, so what they do is they hook it up to an AI, and it's 24-hour non-stop talking. It's AI on one side, and then it's people on the other. When it's people, okay, when it's AI, it's an AI chatterbox. But when it's people, and some have both, the AI chatterbox and people. When it's people, it's usually through your cell phones, through your Wi-Fi, through a computer screen, from a medical monitoring unit or medical monitoring app, okay, that is hooked up to the implant that's inside of a biosensor that's inside of the person's body, and they're able to communicate nonstop. And the goal is to drive the person insane so that they'll go to the hospital and tell them that they're hearing voices and that they can label them schizophrenic. And when they succeed, remember I told you, once they succeed in labeling the person schizophrenic, meanwhile it's technology and fucking devils doing this, masquerading as humans, you become a ward of the state, they get the cash out for insurance. Yeah, more than likely, whenever that sounds like, these devils that's in these programs. Anyway, so, all right, so that's what AI chatter is. So AI chatter, one is technology, the other is, and it's not schizophrenia. AI chatter and the human chatter is technology, okay? Schizophrenia is something else. Schizophrenia can be controlled with medicine. AI chatter and human chatter via this technology is not cured with medication. Okay, so, or corrected with medication. Anyway, all right. Okay, that's possible. Okay, guys, so I want to keep this video short. Okay, Jenna, they lied on your medical report. Okay, welcome to the club. Of course they lie on the medical report. When they lie on the medical report and they exaggerate claims on the medical report, they get more money from insurance. Didn't I tell you guys all of this is tied to insurance? Especially when they label you insane. When they label you insane when you are not, they collect more money. Which reminds me, I almost forgot to mention to you. When they label you insane, there is a type of insurance where they collect a check for you while you're alive. There is insurance that they collect when you croak, whether committing suicide or they kill you. But there's an insurance that they can collect a monthly check as your life deteriorates and you're labeled as an indigent, okay? And they're making you an indigent by hitting you with these weapons or putting these implants in your body and labeling you insane, okay? They collect a check while you're alive and you becoming an indigent. Yeah. Now you see why you need to get audits done? Okay, so let me say this again. There is a type of insurance, and I'm getting off. There is a type of insurance. There's insurance when you die. They collect it after you die using insurance fraud. But there's another kind of insurance where the person is alive, okay? But they're hitting you with these technologies and making you sick and making you become disabled. And as you become more and more disabled through technology, they collect a check. Okay? These people are devils. Greedy devils. Lou, unfortunately, I don't know the European system, so I can't really tell you. You have to, don't give up. You got to search because there's a way to find it, okay? Yeah. When I'm telling you, they get paid to do this. Make no mistake. They get paid to do this. This is not being done for free. They get paid when they sell you to technology companies. They get paid when they sell you to biomedical research facilities. They get paid when they sell you to medical technology to test these new medical technology devices. They get paid with insurance, okay? They get paid when they kill you and they collect your benefits because they're the beneficiaries after they murder you, okay? They get paid if they successfully put you in a nut house, okay? So it's important that's why I said to you, it's important that you get your health back, your mind back, and your life back. And it's important that you do audits because these audits will show you who's doing this and who's getting the goddamn money. The audits will show you who's doing this and I'm telling you, they're not doing this to you for free. There's money involved. Okay? Oh, yes. So, Jenna, absolutely. A major component of this crime is the insurance, the auto insurance fraud, where they set up automobile accidents. All this is a part of it. Now you're waking up. This, and people will say these things are conspiracies, and they will say you're crazy. And then you pay professionals to get the audits done, and then you're like, because when you don't have the mind of a criminal, everything is a conspiracy. But when you wake up as a victim in the world of criminals, you begin to see the world a whole lot different. Okay? When you don't have the mind of a criminal, it is hard to understand things like this. But when you wake up as a victim in the mind of a criminal, or in the conspiracy, the conspiratorial acts of criminals, you begin to see the world a whole lot different. Yep. So Jennifer, my advice to you is you got to get in, or you got to get audits done. And that auto accident tells me one thing: there's an insurance claim on your life. You got to do a consultation. It's up to you. And don't be surprised. Let me guess. Your family doesn't believe you, right? Let me guess, Jennifer. Your family doesn't believe this is happening to you, right, Jenna? Of course. Oh, did you hear the news lately about the Bloomberg news about iPhones? Let me show you. And then I'm getting off. I really got to get off and do my other video. Let me show you a little bitty joke about what Bloomberg said. Apple CEO urges Bloomberg to retract Chinese spy chip story. You can read that on your own. Chinese spies reportedly inserted microchips into servers used by, you can read it on your own. Okay? You can read it on your own. Yep. All right, so I hope this helps. Let me get off. I'm going to make another video if I'm not too tired. I'm going to make another video and I'll see you back soon. The other video has nothing to do with this. So I hope this video helped you in some way. If you want a consultation, email me. I will try to set up a consultation with you, more than likely on the weekends. I'll try to set up a consultation with you to help you through this. But if you don't do the things, I can't help you. Okay? And we'll try to work to see with what works for you. Everyone is different, so not everything will work for everyone. Okay? So we're going to try to see and find what works for you. Okay? Have a wonderful evening. Be blessed. I hope this information helped you. I hoped it helped you. Okay? Be blessed. Have a good evening.